This is Lonewolf, Oklahoma, around 380 residents and one of the tiniest downtowns you will ever see. But there's a whole lot of stories that nobody is telling.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Colby Cheese, and today we are in the town of Lonewolf. The population, about 380 people, very small town. The majority of the residents is behind us this way. Not a lot of abandoned or rundown houses here. It's actually taken care of fairly well. We're just going to walk down the small downtown, if that's what you want to call it, and check out and see what Lonewolf still has to offer. Established in 1901. And this is pretty much it, y'all. This is the big town of Lonewolf. And again, like the other town that we were just in, of Rocky, not too long ago, there's a main highway that runs through here. So you get a lot of traffic, trucks, and stuff like that. Over to the back, there's a co-op there. Empty buildings. On the corner there is the post office. Little park area to go hang out. Looks like something's going on over here. That is the gymnasium to the school, I do believe. Yeah, it looks like something is going on over here at the community center, which is really nice. I know they do like a weekly dinner here for the town and, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's actually cross the street right here. So over that way is the school. The school is still in use. It has a very low enrollment, though. And once a year, they do a bingo here for the school. I think it's called like penny bingo or something, but that puts money back into the town and through the school. Now, something that is super awesome, the reason I walked over here, because I wanted to show y'all this, there is a G.I. Joe museum. I have been inside of this museum before, and it is incredible. The amount of G.I. Joes that are in here, and these are G.I. Joes from the original run starting back at like what, World War I, World War II. So if you guys are ever here, which you probably may never make it, you definitely have to check it out. It is super awesome. And something really neat that they have over here, we're going to cross the road again, which I think is super, super humble. They have this little library that's over here. And this little library is open to the public. Anyone can step inside of here and check out books if you're local. I've never been inside of this little library before, and it's called the Little Library. VHSs. There's books. Looks like there's books for little ones. Welcome. Please latch door to keep open while inside. Please close door and twist handle when leaving. That is so super cool that they have something like this, that you can be able to come and check out books, all completely on an honor system. You only find that in very small towns like this. Like I said, back this way is where the residential is. There's not much residential, and most of this town, like I said, is taken care of. There are a couple older buildings, like right across the way over here. We have one. And swinging out toward this way, we have an older building on this side. And it looks like somebody was working on this at one point, because this wall was completely crumbled looking. They've actually bricked this up. I don't remember this being bricked, but who knows. An old Sinclair gas pump. And then there's a little bit of more residential down that way as well. Check that out on the corner. We're going to go look at that too. An old blacksmith shop. This used to be a gas station. You can see this is where the pumps were set. There's a sign. I don't know what the sign says. Courtesy notice, code violation, weeds and other tall grasses, accumulation of trash, date 12/8/25. Well, it looks like they're trying to clean up the town. I guess that makes sense. That's super nice. Oh, here's a tombstone. Gary Arnold Jordan, U.S. Navy, Korea, September 16th, 1935, October the 26th of 2008. I wonder if that's the person that owned this. And over here, as you can see, blacksmith shop. Can we see inside of here? I don't know if y'all can see in there, because I really can't. It's super dark. What about this side? No, I just see like a wheel. That's about it. And this over here is the fire department. And there's another building off to the side that's been left abandoned as well. I don't know what it used to be. Wanted to get a up-close shot of this building. Yeah, so there must be something going on over at the senior center. I bet there's a dinner or something like that. Like I said, they do this quite a bit. This community really does kind of take care of itself. It's very small, and everybody kind of knows everyone in this town. And you get a lot of semi-trucks here in Oklahoma. So I'm sorry about the excess sound from the semis, but it's just part of rural Oklahoma life. Because a lot of these are coming in and out of co-ops, or they're delivering things, or they're just trying to make it to the next town. So, you know, you got to go through these small towns. And this is the post office. We're on the corner, so y'all can be able to check this out. Old postal box. Said, I don't know what these buildings are, but they pretty much look like they're empty. And I don't think anyone is doing anything with them, to be honest. Somebody might actually be in there working on that one. So if you live here, the closest Walmart is over in Hobart, which is about 15 minutes away, and it's actually a Division I Walmart, one of the like last ones in the United States. So it doesn't have a freezer section. It really doesn't have a cold section. It's got a small dry goods and the normal clothes and electronics. I worked there for like 5 years or so something, and you know, it's really neat because it's one of those last Walmarts that you don't see anymore. We're going to come over to this side. This looks like it was an old gas station as well. The pumps are still out here. I don't know what this fence thing was supposed to be. But there's some old pumps. $500 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of persons committing theft, arson, vandalism of this property, Farm Bureau. 60 some odd dollars was purchased last time here. 40 to 50, something like that. And we have a house that has fallen down. We're not going to go in there just because it looks like it is just coming down. That is super dangerous. It looks like the front porch fell off. And this was probably a really beautiful home at one time. And imagine the people that were living here years ago probably did not envision that this house would basically be on the ground now. But, you know, things like that happen. You never know what the future is going to hold. And over here's the park. They put out a small little Christmas scene for everybody to see. They light up the park, so when everybody's driving or passing through, you get to see some Christmas lights. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the big old town of Lonewolf, Oklahoma. And this is Colby Cheese, reminding you to like, subscribe. It really does help the channel and pushes everything along. Signing out, and I will see you guys in the next town.